Hi guys, welcome back to Sunny Healing. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I really love to hear from you guys. And thank you for those who have been booking personal readings, booking Reiki with me. I really love to learn about you on a personal level as well. So thank you so much for everything you're doing for this channel, you guys. I really love interacting with you. It's so much fulfilling for me. It's so much I just love to hear from you. I'm grateful to have you here. So thank you so much for watching my pick a cards. So today's pick a card reading, we're going to be reading on dirt, okay? So we're going to be reading in this on top of like getting more clarification with the cards. But I wanted to read on dirt because when it comes to career, I want to do a pick a card on career. I really love to connect with Mother Earth. Anything that has to do with career for me is related to Earth, and to really materialize your ground your goals when it comes to career, connecting with Mother Earth is actually really important. And just getting more practical, right? So I find that really satisfying to work with dirt when it comes to that. So I have 3 piles today. First pile is with the green clip, the second pile is with the white clip, and the third pile is with the blue clip. So 1, 2, 3. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1, the green clip. All right, so let's get a general idea on what challenges you're having right now. I'll give you a bit of context, and I hope it also confirm with you whether this is your pile or not. So pile 1, all right, so your general challenge right now is the King of Swords, pile 1. All right, so what am I getting with this card? Pile 1, the King of Swords. When it comes to your career, pile 1, I feel here you've been trying to manifest a leadership position, maybe in a very intellectualized place, maybe in a corporate or administrative context, or academic context as well, or any place where intellect is very much used, and communication. I also feel here, you guys, some of you are really having challenges with your boss in this kind of context. You might have been overlooked when it comes to promotions, or overlooked in general when it comes to you contributing to projects, or you being involved in important matters when it comes to your job, even though you guys might have had a lot of experience or many years in your position. I also feel here many of you guys could be very strong intellectuals. So you might have PhDs, master's degrees, you could have high-level studies, but were unable to manifest your desired outcome when it comes to your career. So putting this actually grounding your studies in something that is worthwhile or valuable, you find that really hard to actually manifest that in your 3D reality. Some of you might even have had, this is for a few, might have had a high degree that was not recognized once you maybe moved countries or moved states or moved from one place to another. Some of you had to immigrate, and when you did that, you kind of lost the value of your diplomas. You had to start from scratch. This is for a few, of course. Some of you had to actually travel to a colder place. So you left a warm country to go to a colder place, but the new place did not recognize fully your studies, your diplomas, or even your work experience. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel here you guys are very great at communicating your ideas. Some of you could have almost a little bit of a cynical side to you, or you could have a little bit of cynical attitude when it comes to manifesting your career goals. You could be a little bit blasé, you know, might have tried a few times for a position or for a job that you were interested in, or even to relate with again, I'm getting here a boss, or trying to you know, be part of a team, but it was almost like you being rejected, or at least that's how you felt, or not being valued for your true capacities, your true skills. So this is what I see in terms of your challenge, pile one. Also feel here you guys might have had to deal with a lot of cutthroat people, people who are very sarcastic, maybe even could have been some kind of gossip here when it comes to office colleagues or co-workers, but I'm getting as well here most likely a boss or someone in a leadership position that you had to confront, that they might have not been fair to you or manipulative. This person could have been manipulative, trying to basically pretend that they're going to offer you something that didn't offer. There are a lot of lessons for you around this, pile one. Okay, let's take a look. So this is the challenge. Let's see how can you manifest your desired outcome. So let's take a look at your dirt reading, pile one. So pile one, how can you manifest what you want? Let's see. Some of you might have worked around a parliament place or a government place here. I'm hearing parliament, the justice system, administrative positions. Yeah, some of you might have been even bullied by others in your work. I'm even hearing harassment for very few. Could have been harassed by a position, you know, higher position, you know, co-worker or even a supervisor here. Pile one, you are planting a few seeds right now. These seeds, you're imagining them very big. It's like you are already at step like 15, you know. You haven't started at step one. You already know here, I feel pile one, you already know, a lot of you already know what you want to manifest and where you want to end up. You already have an idea on your end goal. This could actually change, or it could have changed recently, but it's a big end goal here, pile one. You are trying to manifest something big here. And what I'm getting is take it step by step. I feel here it's a really big goal that is worth a while. And sometimes here, pile one, I feel that you might lose focus, and that's really important here for you to take note of. It's important to keep the focus here. There's a lot of things going around you, and sometimes your thoughts, they can get scattered. You could be, again, I feel here could be a lot of air signs here. You could have really great ideas. You could be great intellectuals. You could read a lot. You could be very smart, very, very smart, intelligent, and And even idealistic, I'm hearing. And it's important for you to really practically design a plan that is going to help you manifest this big goal here that you have in mind, pile one. Some of you might feel that it's almost impossible. It's very unique. For some of you, this goal is really, really unique. It's something out of the box, something that definitely none of your friends or your parents, at least your family, has never even tried to manifest something like this. Some of you might even have shared this with close friends, and they might have not laugh at you, but questioned you. Or just a minute. Just needed a sip of water. Sorry. Yeah, questioned it or put doubt in your mind. They could have put doubts in your mind. Just let's bring it down a little bit so you can see. So yeah. So how can you manifest what you want? Okay, I'm hearing, first of all, if you can go by the water, if you can go for walks by the water, it's going to help you really get in touch with the depth of the steps that this would imply. So yes, you need something practical, like I said in the beginning, but more than that, you actually need to connect with the depth of why do you want to I was going to say activate these plans, but why do you want to put in place this big manifestation, which is actually pretty big for most of you? Why? You need to connect with the why and the feeling of it. The feeling of it is going to be really important here, as the law of attraction is really important. You need to actually feel what you are manifesting. So walking by the water, you know, whether it's on a beach, river, any kind of place where there is a lot of water, you can actually help connect with the why, especially if you're an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or if you have a lot of air in your chart, you could be very scattered, or you could have a lot of great ideas, but hard for you to connect with them into the 3D plane. So in terms of manifesting them, and in terms of that, I feel here it could really help you connect with your emotions around this idea. And it's going to help you also release the doubts that some people might have planted in your mind. Some of you, this actually is involving children, babies, I'm hearing. So you could be working with babies, becoming a doula for some, or working around helping women giving birth. And I also feel here a lot of you are discovering right now your true purpose, or your mission, or really something that is very deeply connected to your heart. Something that almost like you've had a passion that you kind of disconnected from because you had to do things the traditional way. A lot of you have followed a very traditional path when it comes to work and career, and you're right now discovering a whole new side of yourself. There could have been a lot of disappointments, and things have shifted for you recently, especially when it comes to working. Some of you working abroad, I'm hearing, or working a work-life balance has become something that is becoming more important for you, especially if you have children. Here, some of you definitely have children. I'm also hearing some of you actually have an older child, a teenager. I might have had a lot of challenges during this COVID. So how can you manifest your goals here, pile one? There's a need to focus here, stripping all the thoughts, really getting to the depths of, especially the negative ones, making sure that you don't carry on these doubts, getting to the bottom of it. I feel here some of you suffer from anxiety because the ideas are so big, or the manifestation or the end goal that you're trying to bring forth is huge, and you imagine it as really big and sometimes a little bit impossible to climb. It puts you in some kind of indecisive mode or at a crossroad. Some of you are at a crossroad anyhow, but some of you are really knowing what you want, but at the same time, because it might feel almost impossible to reach, it really puts you in this indecisive mode. I'm feeling here the Two of Swords energy. Even though the path is quite clear for you, pile one, sometimes you do get stuck because of thinking or because of scattered thoughts, and also people involvement here. Protect your energy, pile one, and protect your idea. So if this idea seems to be too big or almost a little bit impossible, please don't share it with people. People are not going to help you manifest, especially people who are not there to actually help you. And a lot of them are not, because they haven't gone through this, or they are unable to actually manifest so big as well. So they will discourage you. It's really important to keep clear thoughts here, pile one. There's a lot of scattered, confused, and self-doubts that brings a lot of anxiety every time you think about your end goal, and it's a big one. So it's really important that you keep your thoughts really clean, to cleanse your energy and try not to speak about it to other people. Very few people can relate to what you want to manifest, pile one. I feel that people around you, maybe other people in other communities, but people around you are having trouble to relate to what you're trying to manifest in your career. Especially, I'm hearing your parents, your grandparents, people from your family, your ancestors have not done this before. Stillness of mind, closeness with water. You're very good actually at putting a plan together. You are very good at actually writing down the big objectives and breaking them down in smaller objectives, and really planning the steps each days or each weeks to reach the things that you want to reach. But it's really the fact that you might suffer from self-doubt, anxiety, and things like that that block you. I feel that is a big block. It's like also hearing for some of you, it is writing blocks here. Some of you are writers and have had a lot of inspiration, but at the same time are unable to start. There's a lot having to do with starting, or you start and then you stop, and you start and you stop, or you start writing a plan and then you throw it in the garbage and you try again. There's a lot of again anxiety, overthinking, and maybe not wanting to go with certain route because you're wondering if there is another better route here. So it keeps you in some kind of limbo. Analysis paralysis, I'm hearing, and this has to do a lot with influences. Pile one, you might not see it, but people are influencing you. I'm also hearing internet, media, other stuff here. There's other people's energies on you. They're influencing you. If you can go to the forest and find a place where it's clear there's no trees, a place where it's completely kind of like a middle of a tree, clairière in French we call it, I forgot the name, but this kind of place here. A lot of witches used to do rituals here, in these places. The energy here is beautiful. It can help you still your mind and bring forth what you want to bring forth here. You can really do attraction ritual here at this kind of place. Some of you here like to do portraits of people. Portraits, paintings, or drawings. Very hard here. You guys could be very hard on yourselves. You could have had a very hard masculine father figure when you were younger. I feel here some Asian people, kids of immigrants. Hardworking families. You come from hardworking families by one. Parents who believe in very, very hard work. Industry. Some people have come from the industry, you know, carpentry, farming. Your roots here could come from that. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else here. So what are the signs that you are manifesting what you want? Pile 1. Personal power. Wow, this is a beautiful card. The White Tiger. I feel this is a personal revolution here for you guys. Pile 1. So what are the signs that you're manifesting what you want, what you're truly wanting for your career goals? I feel here, pile 1, you're being ignited here. There's a lot of fire here. One of the first thing here when I was talking about connecting with the water, when you connect with the water, when you go and connect with the emotional feelings that your goals are bringing forth, you actually also connect with the fire within, the passion. And one of the things you're going to notice, pile 1, once you start manifesting, is the passion that is going to be coming forth or coming back to you. Some of you might again have been blasé, might have been stuck, might have been maybe again paralyzed when it comes to analysis and being even very anxious here. First thing, you're going to be connecting with your personal power. I feel very strong solar plexus energy here being reignited. Feeling the fire within. Some of you might even have your sacral chakra being overactive a little bit here. There's a lot of thunder here, I feel. A lot of you are getting a lot of downloads right now, inspired ideas. Take note of them. Some of you will have to stand up and express yourselves. Some of you are actually standing in your power, and this is going to be one of the first signs. So really standing up for yourself. So if you've been dealing with a difficult boss, you're learning to speak for yourselves. If you've been dealing with gossip, you're learning to speak and defend yourselves. I also feel here some of you have been again dealing with family members or friends who are not supportive of your goals, and you're standing up for yourselves. So this is the first sign here, pile 1. The throat chakra is opening. The throat chakra is really being very expressive and being confident in what you need to express. Again, if you have an idea, keep it for yourself until you have this ignited fire, until you have this personal confidence to actually share it and speak and defend it and be okay with it. Be, no matter what others says, even if everybody said no to you, you know that this is your truth, that this is what you want to pursue, that this is what you will be doing. This is going to be one of the first signs. I feel very strong passion and expressing yourself, maybe even in a passionate way, maybe a little bit overly expressing yourself, or maybe even being a little bit pushy when it comes to actually talking about your ideas and being assertive. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. It could be one of the first sign is you being more assertive. And also personal space, pile one. I feel people are really taking on your personal space. Some of you might have been really taking on other people's energies and feeling almost a little bit overwhelmed with other people's presence. You're really moving into your own personal presence here. It's like you have your own aura, your own bubble, where people cannot penetrate that with their doubts, with their fears, and they can't actually project that onto you anymore. You can feel it when it happens, and you're able to reject it and to really protect yourself and move away from it and really see this is not mine. This is other people's fears, this is other people's doubts, this is other people's anxieties. I am able to move forward. You see, with all this protection here, you are being protected. There's also Archangel Gabriel here that's watching over you, Pile One. This is the first sign you're going to be seeing when things are going to be moving forward for you. All right, so your advice, Pile One. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Wow. Look at all this orange. I was talking about the sacral chakra, the solar plexus as well, yellow and orange. You're really gaining a lot of personal power, and your advice here is to see what is it for you. What are you growing through this? There's a lot of growing pains, but what is it that if you look at the bigger picture, if you're able to really step back and not get too much involved with the drama, with the confusion, with the doubts that people have right now, and with all the craziness that's happening around the world, what is the deeper meaning that you can find, and what is the deeper meaning in the challenges right now that you are facing, pile one? I feel you are at the first phase here when it comes to with the moon phase here. First step here is you stepping back, looking at the bigger picture, and finding the deeper meaning. This is going to bring a lot of personal growth and a lot of you stepping into your power. And the next full moon will show you where the discomfort. Where is it that you're getting triggered here, pile one? You're getting triggered here by others, you're getting triggered by other energies around you, and you want to really clear that out. But first, you need to really pinpoint who and what situation and who with whom, what are they saying to you. Once you pinpoint that out, you can actually release that and grow from it and find a deeper meaning here for you, pile one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile one. Please don't forget to like if you did, and I'll see you at your next reading. Bye. Hi, pile two. You chose the white clip. This is going to be your reading on what are you manifesting in your career, what are the challenges, how can you manifest your end goals. All right, so let's get started with the current challenge. I hope this will help you confirm that this is your pile, and it'll give you a deep and in-depth ideas as to what is really blocking you right now. So pile one, this is the current challenge. It's the Justice card. Number 11. Okay, so sorry, I meant pile two. Did I say pile one? Pile two, this is your challenge, pile two. Justice. Okay, pile two. I feel here past life connection. So past life, things happening almost a lot of the things here, pile two, that happened to you in your career. A lot of the time, you just didn't understand why this was happening to you. There was something deeply unfair, but there could have been very strong karmic ties to the situations you guys have been through. I feel here in this lifetime, pile two, you've been clearing a lot of karma through your career. It could also be karma that's coming from your family. Specifically from one of your parents, either your dad or your mom's side. I feel here there's a lot of karma that's being cleared. And this might have felt unfair. A lot of situation here that you've been through, pile 2, a lot of the challenges, if you take a look at them, if you look at the bigger pictures, or if you are really someone who is introspective and like to reflect back, you could see that some of these situations were almost out of your control. And a lot of these situations just, the events just piled up in a way. It just happened in a way where it was meant to be. It can have happened any other way. I feel pile 2, a lot of you might have had to accumulate a lot of guilt because of that, or shame. Some of you might have lost a big career or a job that was important to you, to your family, to the society, people around you. Some of you had to assume that responsibility of losing that job and feeling ashamed of it, not worthy, not good enough. Some of you had to choose a different steady path. You started with a path that was your parents' pathway. For example, if your dad was a doctor, you were trying to become a doctor, but you have to change. You had to change your path. This brought a lot of shame and guilt. Some of you have gone through situations at work where things were clearly unfair. I feel here some of you might even have gone through situations where a colleague or a coworker had treated you really unfairly to get your job or to be promoted instead of you, and they were able to do it, and it's like you never got your justice here, pile 2. It was unfair, but nobody really addressed that. This forced you to change something here, pile 2. I feel here, pile 2, a lot of your challenges relate or surround the fact that you're being forced to change something here because of a pattern that was repeated or a cycle that you're being pushed out of. You're being forced to change so that you can bring your own balance, you can bring your own fairness to the situation, to your career, your own justice. You could have Libra in your chart, very strong Libra. And Earth as well. Some of you have Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You're very willful, self-determined. Some of you have built your own business, or you are working on that. You're very strong-willed. A lot of you have dedicated yourself to service. Servicing others. You could be working for others. You could be working with people who are developing themselves, mentoring some others, counseling, professors, the justice system. One way or another, you're contributing to society, and specifically, you're helping other people grow, or other people, one way or another, you're helping other people bring forth their own justice. Finances. Pile 2, you're connecting with your heart chakra right now. There's a big cycle here you're releasing. You're gaining a lot of pride in who you are, in what you are trying to manifest. You're learning that it's all about you. You're letting go of the old here, pile 2. You're finally releasing the old. Right now you could be at a stalemate or a crossroad in your career. You're wanting to grow roots elsewhere. Some of you are switching completely careers, deciding to grow roots elsewhere. A lot of karma in this pile 2. All right, let's take a look at how you're manifesting. How can you manifest what you want, pile 2? So go pile 2. How can you manifest your end goal? Pile 2. Oh, I'm hearing risk taking could be important here. Risk taking, you can become a risk taker. Taking a risk, yes, definitely. Oof, yes, you're breaking out of the mold here, pile 2. Yeah, I feel the full energy. There is a new opportunity here, or an opportunity for a new beginning. You're coming out of a cycle, like I said. It has to do with old karmic cycles or, repetitive patterns here. Yes, you're taking a leap of faith, or some of you will be taking a leap of faith. It's one way you're going to be manifesting. Okay, beautiful. Unexpected change, unexpected, almost some of you is an opportunity that is unexpected, but it's always been in front of you. You were stuck in old beliefs or old, just old thoughts, and it just wasn't showing up for you, or you couldn't see it. Uranus is important. The next Uranus transit, there's something about Uranus here, something very explosive happening, or some kind of really new, unexpected surprise. It's already growing. Okay, you guys, some of you have already planted the seeds. Some of you are working on a business here. You have planted the seed. They're starting to show up a little bit out of this ground, and you don't know where it's gonna go. If it's gonna grow into some kind of flower or a tomato, or you don't know really what this is growing towards what, but at least it's starting to come out. For some of you guys, you've planted the seed a few months ago and you're starting to see that it's coming out of the ground, and that's really exciting. Oh yeah, pile 2, beautiful. It's hoping, it's bringing a lot of hope, lots of hope. Some of you are really, every time you think about, anytime, you have issues in your personal life, you think about this, and it brings you a lot of joy. Almost like it's always an instant smile for you, pile 2. It's like your new baby, you're birthing something and you know it. But again, you don't know if it's going to be a tomato, a flower, an apple, who knows. But that's also the exciting part about it. Pile 2, what are you guys doing? Some of you are actually having twins. Yeah, one person here could be having twins here. Pregnancy, definitely. How can you manifest, pile 2? Okay, some of you are going to meet a new person, a stranger. I'm hearing a stranger is coming your way, a new person here. Dark skin for some, darker features, could be a man or a woman. New person is reaching out. It's going to have an impact in your career, pile 2. Partnerships. Yes, partnerships, pile 2. This year is going to be an important year for you in terms of partnering with someone, or a few people here to create something together. Some of you will be working in group settings. Yes, with people who have the same kind of ideas, same kind of beliefs, belief system, community. I'm hearing also a small community, something that is going to help you grow your career. Ooh, some of you are turning your hobbies into something. Definitely. This could be, again, a pile where you guys are working on building a new project or building a new business idea, maybe even a platform. Very interesting. You guys are becoming very charismatic. Very charismatic. Some of you might be in the public eye, will become in the public eye. It's some kind of, I'm hearing promotion, marketing. Some of you might get into marketing or might become really good at that, having to promote your business or promote what you're doing, or even promote yourself in interviews. Some of you are actually going through a few interviews promoting yourselves. Some of you, here I'm hearing police officer. Some of you could be that, involved in police. Some of you are working with horses or like to do horse riding. Yes, or connecting with farm animals in general. Yeah. So how can you manifest your goals here, pile 2? Okay, pile 2, I feel a very strong connection with the moon here. A lot of the things here are happening in the subconscious at night, especially in the dark moon of the phase of the dark moon. Waning moon is important. The dark moon here. This winter is really important for you to manifest your dream, pile 2. Really take advantage of this winter to create your affirmations, to visualize, to do vision boards if you want to do that, or even crystal grids. Any ways that you are good at manifesting and you know that work for you is the right time right now in the winter. I feel a lot of you are just almost taking a step back or looking at the seed being planted and not really putting too much things into action. Here right now, I feel a lot of you guys are manifesting, really working on writing down what you want, really focusing on what it is that you are trying to bring forth and focusing on that, visualizing it, and waiting for the right opportunity to start actioning what you want to put into action. This phase here is an important one, pile 2. Don't overlook it. I feel a lot of us are just trying to put things in action, but we're really not ready because we haven't planned enough. Okay? Yes, it's important to prepare, I'm hearing, to have beautiful eggs and have beautiful birds when they hatch. It's really important to prepare the nest. So right now, pile 2, I feel the first thing if you want to manifest your goals is really taking time to prepare the nest so that you can put the eggs after that. Right now you are working on that, and it's really important that you take time. This is the dark moon, the dark phase of the moon before the new moon. This dark phase of the moon helps you release things that you don't need, but definitely helps you also plant the seeds that are not seen right now. They're being planted under the ground. Even for those you have started something, like I'm seeing here 3 months ago, even those who have been really growing, slow and steady, I'm hearing. If you want things to really get kick-started, it's really important again to visualize and manifest and focus on what you want and take notes and really work on the law of attraction here. It could be through crystal grids, through vision boards, different things for different people depending on the tools you like. But that's actually an important phase right now, pal, too, especially this winter up to March, maybe end of February. Take advantage of this phase right now. It's an important phase to plant this in your subconscious, because it's really happening right now for you. Yeah, some of you will be asked to leave the country, to travel somewhere else. You're bringing something to other people, some kind of vision, some kind of new product, new project elsewhere. You might be actually moving this spring for some of you. Yeah, early spring, late spring, you might get some kind of travel somewhere where you can bring new ideas, new visions to others. You're gonna have to be clear on them though. So that's part of the preparation you need to do right now, pile 2. What else, pile 2? Okay, pile 2, I feel a lot of you are really planting seeds in the dark. You are working in the dark, but it doesn't mean that things are not happening. Pile 2, it's really important that you continue doing what you're doing. There's something here you're doing in the dark. For many of you, you don't see the gifts because they're not visible outside the earth. They haven't actually hatched, or they haven't really, the seeds are in there, they're growing, but you can't really see them coming out of the ground because they're not yet. But you have to trust that they are growing. You have to trust that it's going to show in a few months, a few weeks for some, and that they're beautiful. You have to stay very positive. It's really important. The impact, again, pile 2, you have impact on others. There's something here for some of you, again, public eye, being in counseling or something in that kind of, that vein of thoughts. I don't know, you have some kind of impact on others. This is going to have a lot of impact on others if it's not the case right now. So even if it's a book, or if it's an art or something like that, a craft, take your time with it. Take your time. The planning, preparation phase is important to the building the nest. Your full attention. This needs your full attention. Yeah, some of you are becoming popular. I'm also hearing Netflix. Some of you might actually be planning to get a movie on Netflix or something like that. But some of you, yes, are really going to become popular in some kind of platform, or through something you produce. A work of art, I'm hearing. Some of you will be exposing your art. Ooh, there's a lot of creativity. This pile 2, you're creators. You are creating something. There's a lot of creativity. You're using your feminine energy here. The feminine needs a lot of things happening in the dark, right? The feminine is dark. It's not always clear. I see the moon card here. You guys are following a path that is really unclear. Could be sometimes, you could feel that there is some kind of illusion, or that you think you're going through something, but it's not. It's still okay, pile 2. It's part of the process. Yes, I'm hearing lean on the darkness. Take advantage of the darkness. Sleep a lot. Write down your dreams. Your dreams are telling you. Yes, some of you are meeting someone. A stranger here. Someone who's going to help you. Could also become a love interest, actually, for some. But there's someone here coming. You might even see this person in your dreams. Oh, for some, I'm hearing is not actually literal. It's someone who is more like a mentor, someone you're watching on a, I don't know, on some kind of motivational videos or things like that. that is going to help you build the next step here. But definitely someone here, partnering with someone, or even being inspired by someone. Leveling up. You're definitely leveling up here, pile 2. There's also some kind of glow up here happening for you. Physical glow up. Yes. Some of you have been working on that. You are working on your body as well. Yes, you're thinking, yes, if I work on my body, I'm gonna have a healthier state of mind when it comes to my career as well, which is true. Ooh, some of you are trying to manifest through word of mouth, and this is going to be really important. Word of mouth. For some of you, really, this is going to take off if you are actually trying to promote a business. This is a good way here, pile 2, to reach a big crowd, I'm hearing. Okay. Let's see. What are the signs that you are going to see once you start manifesting? Pile 2, reflection. Again, this moon here, the darkness of the moon, pile 2. Very strong connection with the moon here, the feminine, the dark mother, Kali Ma. So what are the signs you're going to see once you start manifesting, pile 2? I feel here many of you guys are going to start seeing that people are being removed from your path. Some people are haven't been again for your highest good, and they're being released here. You might even feel, for some of you, at some point while you are manifesting, where things are starting to grow for you, for your business, for your career, you might feel a little bit of loneliness. Or like you don't have as many friends as you used to have, or as many people around you to celebrate with you. But this is part of your manifestation. It's also part of your success, because you're releasing people who are not in that same pathway anymore. You're really going to be attracting again new partners, new partnerships that are going to work, are going to be more relevant to this new path you've been manifesting. Yes. Pile 2, you're also some of you are actually living in northern countries here. Yes, definitely some of you live in very cold countries. But one of the things that you're going to start seeing around you is also people revealing their truth. Some of you will notice that some people are not really helping you out. Yes, there could be some jealousy and envy here, pile 2. This is going to reveal to you that you are successful, that you are on the right path, and these people really don't need to be there anymore. You can move away from them. Also, pile 2, some of you are going to start exploring the depths of your emotions, which a lot of you, I feel here, have not been able to do or were not really keen on. And you are really learning to do that because you feel that that's part of your destiny here, pile 2. You're learning to step into your emotions, your feelings. Some of you are actually going to release a lot of the baggage here by crying, or just even doing clearing through spiritual baths. You're going to be a lot of cleansing here with the emotions. Maybe crying, maybe letting go, maybe even doing fast, water fast and things like that. Using water, you're just going to be releasing a lot. Some of you will be crying all of a sudden, and this is releasing all these old patterns we talked about in the beginning, all this karma, all this unfairness, basically. Some of you have hold on to this unfairness because you couldn't really release or let yourself cry it out or let yourself feel it and let it go. And this is going to start happening for you. All of a sudden, you're going to have this overwhelming feeling that you need to cry. Just do it and let it go. Let things be released away from you. And especially here, I'm feeling here with the heart chakra, you're letting go in between here, between the throat and the heart here. There's a lot of release that's going to happen. A lot of you're letting your heart express itself and cry and cry. You know, this sometimes we don't want to cry and we have this big throat kind of bubble inside the throat. This is the thing that's actually going to be your trigger. It's going to help you release and let it go, let it be. A lot of things are going to be going away from you. Pile 2, you're going to feel a lot of release, emotional release, but also a lot of you guys, I feel you've been taking up a lot of people's responsibilities, the world's karma, the world's hurts, the world's traumas. Some of you are really holding on to a lot of people's even burnout. I'm hearing some of you could be in burnout or could have gone through burnout, and you're holding on to those. They're very big still in your aura and they're being released from you. You're gonna start feeling lighter. Your energy is gonna be lighter. Your energetic level are gonna be higher. You're gonna feel your vibration raising here, pile 2. You're gonna feel, almost some of you are gonna feel reborn, really, because you're gonna feel like, okay, finally I'm being cleared, or I'm leaving all this stuff behind. You're letting go of the past. Something here you haven't let go of yet and it's going away. This is how you're gonna feel. These are your signs here, pile 2. All right, let's see your advice. Okay, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. You see this purple again? The purple is all about the third eye chakra. The relationship here with the night and the moon and the subconscious mind here. You see how a lot of things that are going to happen, you're going to be doing, is going to have a lot of impact on many people, like we were saying in the beginning. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So what you're going through here, pile 2, is you really finding your peace, releasing the old, releasing this baggage that you have, emotional, also intellectual, spiritual, a lot of things here that are not yours, and the things that are yours, but you just haven't been able to release it. A lot of you are going to turn to prayer, others will be doing meditation, and again, I'm feeling a lot of emotional release, crying, letting go, writing down your hurts, journaling, actively addressing the hurts that you've accumulated through this time for your career that have had a big impact here. And this is gonna again create a ripple effect of peace in your world and in everybody's world as well. I also feel, pile 2, you are a lot of you have been going through this already, this release. It's like I feel here you're getting here. You've been going through all this stuff. Right now you're being in this almost like the end of it, and you're gonna be released in a new beginning completely. That's why I feel you're still right now the dark phase of the moon, and it's really important that you do take the time to release the last bits of it. This could help, meditation and prayer. Alright, so pile 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I see you later. Bye. Pile 3, you chose the blue clip. Welcome to your reading. So let's get started with the challenge that you might have had or you're having surrounding your career. So the death card, oh my god, pile 3, this is big. Pile 3, this is a major arcana. So major changes in your career, pile 3. Huge changes, new beginnings, transformation, right? The phoenix. It's all about rebirth, pile 3. Difficult transition. For some of you, this was difficult here. Trying to reborn, being reborn, changing careers, changing direction, changing everything here by 3. I feel some of you had to change, really start from scratch. Really abandoning something that you cared about, or you thought you cared about. Huge release here, pile 3. As much as pile 2 is right now starting to go through release, I feel you guys have gone through a big change here, pile 3. So what challenge? This is already a huge challenge, pile 3. The challenge of letting go, letting this death card happen, and not knowing what is it gonna bring to life again, because the transition is difficult. The transition is almost, there's so much unknown when death is here. It's also, you know, accepting. It's all about acceptance, letting go, and being in the present moment. You know, when death comes, there is a stillness, and there is maybe it's the only time we're 100% present, right? Even though there is fear, there's also very, very strong, it's like your mind is being cleared. Everything is starting from scratch now, pile 3. There is a peace here, very peaceful, very, very peaceful. So, yes, some of you have gone through a big change, having to leave your work, having to leave your home, transforming, transforming, at the same time not knowing where you're going to. And as much as a lot of you have suffered through it, I feel many of you right now are starting to feel the peace. So though this is a very challenging card here, as a challenge position, pile 3, I feel you guys are finally starting to feel peaceful. We're gonna starting to feel the peace that comes out of a huge loss, or a huge release, or a huge phase of our life closing. Unexpectedly for some. But nonetheless, it was essential. Yes, you're trying to see the purpose. You guys, this is a challenge for many of you. The purpose of this loss, the purpose of why you guys had to go through this big change, or why you had to go through this ending, big ending. This is a big challenge. Why? The why. And I'm hearing here, you might never know why. It might never be so clear to you, but you are trying to understand. And it's a human thing. It's obvious. It makes sense, of course. Pile 3, you're also going to start focusing on the rebirth. And that's going to help you move forward from this challenge. You see how this phoenix is looking at this golden egg? It's going to be the next step here. It's going to really bridge you to the new beginning, the rebirth of the beautiful butterfly. But you are becoming this butterfly. As much as it's challenging, as much as the transition is hard, you are becoming this new you, the new you here. You know, I'm also hearing you can't really become new or change if you don't let go of something. Sometimes that something is hurtful. Letting go of that something is really difficult. Some of you have gone through that. Alright, let's take a look. How can you manifest what you want? Pile 3. How? Let's take a look. So pile 3. Scorpio, right? With the death card, there's a lot of scorpionic. Some of you have gone through a big sad event here, pile 3. I feel it. A disappointment. A disappointment in yourself and in others. Also feeling that maybe if some of you it is also betrayal. Feeling betrayed. So how can you manifest what you want in your career? Pile 3. Oh, a lot of you are learning something here. Pile 3. You're going to be learning something new. Some of you are actually becoming a student again. That's for some. That's going to be really fruitful. Oh, yeah, by 3. So the ones who are really becoming a student again, trying to learn something new, new skill, a new program, either it's in, academia or trying something outside the box, but trying to learn something new. This is going to be very fruitful. And also, you're going to bring, you're bringing all your experience to this new subject. And this is going to be very important in terms of what you're going to manifest. It's like, for example, if you go back to school, people in school are 18, 20, and you probably have already done a career before that and you're going back to school. You're bringing a whole new way of looking at things and you're learning so differently. You're actually really taking on what you truly need and you're going to be able to manifest what you want compared to many others who are taking the same program. This is just an example, but it's just to show you that you can rely on what you left behind as a growing experience, a learning experience, to learn even deeper, differently, manifest faster. So if you guys are really going back to school, you're going to be really good at manifesting the next step in your career through that. So this is for those going back to studying, either in the academic setting or outside of that. A lot of exciting things are happening here, pile 3. Exciting things because they're going to bring a smile on your face. I also feel here, pile 3, if something happened, again, some of you might have felt betrayed. You're going to hear news about that. Things are going to actually change wherever you've been. You felt that maybe you've been pushed out of a job or pushed out of an opportunity. You realize that actually it wasn't for you, or you're gonna think, oh my god, thank god I didn't go there, because this or that would have happened to me. So that's a really important, just so you know, for those. By 3, I feel here you guys are standing out. There's something here you've done either in your career or you're doing or you've worked on. that make you stand out, and you can't really forget about it. So no matter what you start, if you are going through a rebirth when it comes to your career, completely changing careers or letting go of a job and starting a project or any kind of big rebirth, you are going to stand out here, pile 3. You are not part of the crowd, okay? So that's something you also will have to accept and be proud of, and really, how would I say that? Be aware of it. Once you are aware of it, it's going to help you rather than hinder you. You stand out, you're different, and that's the uniqueness that's going to help you manifest what you are, what you want in your life, in your career. Yes, you're different. There's a lot of charisma. There's something here different. Culturally, maybe the way you bring forth your ideas, the way you present yourself. There's something about your behavior. There's something about the way you stand out. You do stand out here, and you somehow you're gonna be called to take advantage of that. You're gonna be called to show that off. You're gonna be called to use that to your advantage, and you're gonna be very proud of yourself. Actually, here, pile 3, that you somehow can showcase that. Something that for some maybe could have been shameful many years ago, and now is being really, it's like Rudolph. I'm hearing Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. It's like at first your nose, the red nose, people made fun of it. But after that, when Santa is telling you to, you know, this is the story of Rudolph. Santa is telling you to ride with him and be the first reindeer to kind of guide Santa because of your red nose. Then you're proud of who you are. Then people don't laugh at you. They all want to be your friends. So there is something like that here, something very unique that people might have made fun of, or almost could have been rejected, or you might have been a little bit ashamed of. And it's going to be very important that you actually bring it forward to the surface. And it's something you're going to be either rediscovering about yourself, or really just trying to, you're slowly not going to hide it anymore. And you're going to see that it's beneficial. Actually, people are going to love that about you. Some of you could be a physical thing. Others, I feel a lot of you guys has to do with your culture maybe, or just who you are. Some of you are actually the black sheep here in the family, and you're trying to hide a few things that maybe your parents disapproved of, and you're finally realizing that it's something you are actually going to be able to use here. You're freeing yourself. There's something very freeing. Freedom, pile 3. Freedom for many years of slavery for some, because you've been slaving yourself in a job that you almost hated one way. Even though you might have liked something about it, you also hated many things. Some of you here is very tall people. Also here, I feel some of you are going to be very happy to work alone, be in your own trajectory, not having to work with others. Some of you are actually going to enjoy really just focusing on your ideas and focusing on what you want, focusing on your own thoughts and manifesting that. Basically doing everything yourselves. Pile 3, this is absolutely amazing, very impressive. Very, very impressive. There's a lot of self-starting energy here. You could be an initiator here, someone who likes to start the project, who is very, I feel here, pile 3, a lot of you are leaving might have left a corporate job where you could have had maybe even a high standing position, supervisor, manager, CEO, or yeah, a high position, and you're really using those skills to build your own thing, or using it at your own advantage the way you want to use it. So there is something here, some kind of switch of gears, but you're still using the skills, even though it seems that, okay, this is all gone, whatever career you left or whatever big change happened, you see, yeah, this is done. At the same time, this is also very useful. Okay, here by 3, I also feel an opportunity might show up for you, and it's not going to be very obvious. Please pay attention, okay? Pay attention to things here. What is being said by others? Some people are, or maybe even reading something in a book. There's some kind of idea or something you read, maybe a quote from someone that's going to inspire you. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to what it's going to trigger in you. Again, this is an opportunity that is almost hidden. Pay attention to the signs, pile 3. Yes, definitely. There is a hidden opportunity coming your way by 3. Pay attention to it. It's going to help you grow. Whatever you're trying to grow or whatever you're trying to manifest. There's a lot of learning by 3. No matter what, whether you are going back to school or not, this is a learning pile. You're going to learn so much about something here. Even if it's about yourself and your resilience and the things you can actually grow by your own. There is learning here. There is something you can be proud of. Yes, something here, some people is very particular, so something specific subject, specific field, and others it's really about you, learning about you, the things that you actually didn't even think you're going to want to explore, you're exploring, the things that you didn't even think you would be interested in, you are interested in, things like that. You're just going to be learning so much here by 3. There's a lot of growth and learning. It's a big learning phase here. It's going to help you manifest your career goals. If you feel like studying something, reading also, take the chance to do that. Follow that that nudge, because it's gonna slowly, you're gonna see why this is being brought up to the surface for you, why this is important for you for the next steps. There's a lot of monitoring here. You're going to be monitoring things here, looking at things the way they're growing. I feel a lot of you, I feel scientists here, engineers, people who like to plan ahead, even administrators. I feel you guys are going to be monitoring things here. Where are things going? How are things growing? You're going to be assessing, evaluating, looking at things at a bigger perspective, and it's going to help you manifest. This is really, you guys have a lot of skills that you've accumulated. Some of you even a past life, but you're really growing into something else here, Pi 3. You've accumulating a lot of skills that are going to be transforming. There's a lot of transforming, changing one thing to another, even transmuting, completely changing, one form to another form, and becoming something else. Yes, some of you are starting to realize whatever you've lost, whatever you left behind, this was your warm state. You are becoming the butterfly. You could be in the cocoon, or you have just recently opened your wings, but you're realizing, Pine 3, you're realizing the reason you had to go through the challenges of the death card, the challenges of letting go, of losing. Yes, some of you are also planting a seed, you're not even seeing it. It's a seed either was planted before you just slowly realizing that it has, or or it's just being planted right now, almost like you not even knowing. It's like you do something, for example, you're being called to, like, I don't know, do some kind of speech somewhere, or you're being asked to, help this person, whatever, and you're actually planting a seed for your next steps. You don't even see it because this person will call you back, or this will have some kind of repercussion in the future. Follow your nudges. Pile 3, I feel here your intuition is very high. Follow your nudges, because I feel a lot of things have been cleared off your past so that you can follow your curiosity here. Curiosity is really important. Inspired ideas, curiosity, just follow that. Have this fresh mind here. Kind of like a new beginner, a beginner set of mind. Don't try too much to say, if I do this, then I'm going to do that. Don't try to put too many plans into practical steps. Try to be open right now and receptive. There's a lot of learning here happening because you are open and receptive with this beginner mind. You are going to be learning things that are slowly going to direct you to the right place. But it's important that you learn right now. There's just this curiosity here. Some of you are starting completely fresh about something that you might have ignored before. Again, I feel here the skills that you might have accumulated either from your childhood or you wanted to kind of bury, and it's slowly coming out of the surface and you're realizing that they're going to be important. I see paperwork here, guys. Some of you are going through a lot of paperwork. Yes, paperwork here. Legal documents. Working on papers, yeah. Alright, let's see now. What are going to be the signs that you are manifesting what you want? Sound. So this is the signs that are going to be showing you that you are manifesting what you want. Pile 3. So what are the signs you're going to see here while you're manifesting what you want? Okay, pile 3, I feel here a very strong connection with music. Lyrics are going to be speaking to you. Some lyrics are going to actually show you the way. They're going to be showing you through synchronicities that you are on the right path. I also feel here, if you are taking a look at numbers, signs through numbers are going to be really important as well. Some of you are seeing angel numbers. You can look up their significance, and that's actually another sign that's showing you that you are on the right path. Pile 3, I also feel here you might get encouragements from people. You might even hear from random strangers, people giving you compliments on the things you're producing or the things that you are moving towards. I also feel a lot of empathy from some people. You're actually going to get empathy from people you're not expecting empathy from. Yes. People who will get you. Some people will get you on a very deep level here. Some people will connect with you and you're going to be very surprised. Some of the signs you're going to be seeing here by 3 while you're manifesting your goals. There's also anything that has to do with sound healing. There is a sweetness here about sound, pile 3. Some of you guys, we're going to notice, like I said, some specific songs, specific sounds, specific melodies that are going to be very sweet to you. Take note of them. These are actual signs that things are really working out for you, working in your favor. A lot of these signs are activating your third eye, pile 3. That's another thing here. You're actually getting a lot of downloads through those sound, either lyrics, either music, either sound therapy, drums, any kind of sound here. Even people voices. Some voices are going to be very attractive to you. Listen to them. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of third eye activation through those sweet voices that you hear. Some of you might even end up clairaudient. Yes, clairaudience could be a skill here, or a spiritual gift that you're gaining here by 3. Some of you are recording yourselves. Pile 3, you're recording music yourself. You might be musicians, artists. You might like to sing to others. You might be called to sing to others for some. That's a sign that you're growing, that you're moving towards what you want to manifest. Also, by 3, the other thing you might notice is that you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of insights that you're able to speak about, whereas before you were maybe more shy, or maybe you didn't really trust your intuition enough to speak up, to really use it in terms of expressing yourselves. You're going to notice that whatever you're going through, you're gaining through your intuition, you're going to start expressing it and speaking up, and really maybe for some guiding others to it. Throat chakra is really important here. Alright, by 3, let's take a look at what is your advice. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So what is your advice, by 3? By 3 here, I feel you are connecting both your inner and your outer space here. Something here is being calibrated, balanced out for you, and continue doing that if that's something you're working on. Even like balancing out your feminine, your masculine, balancing out your action oriented, your being oriented, all of that. Continue working on the balance. I also feel here by 3, a lot of you are growing strong roots in a new environment, and it's really important that you do take time to work on these roots, because they're going to grow beautiful trees. So if you are learning something, that learning is going to be very important to actually grow the new beginning here that you're working on. Take time to actually learn that. And pile 3, it's all about transformation. Have faith in that. They're telling you you're turning trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So it's all transforming. You guys are going through a huge transformation with the death card. You're transforming your traumas, your conflicts, and fear into something that's going to bring you a lot of growth, love, and healing, right? So have faith in that. There's a lot of power in this phase right now. The phase that you're in, there's a lot of power. There's a lot of this transformation brings a lot of power, even though it could be difficult. But have faith. If you keep the faith, this phase is going to bring you the fruition that you want. By 3. Do not be afraid to become a student again, to become curious again, to learn something from scratch, to really start over. Because it's going to actually bring more fruition faster than what you think. It's not like, for example, if you used to, if it took you, for example, 10 years to build a business and you had to close it down, And now you're thinking, okay, you know what, I'm going to learn about this new subject. I want to become this, and let's start learning about this. You might be discouraged and thinking, oh my god, it took me 10 years the first time. It's going to take me 10 years again. Actually, no, this is what it's telling you. You're going to grow faster. You're going to have faith in that, but you're going to grow much faster. Things are going to be moving faster because you've already done it, and the experience you have is going to help you grow something actually more beautiful, more fruitful, more abundant than the first time, because of the old skills that you bring into the table, the experience, the things that you left behind. They're actually not completely left behind, right? There's a lot of power in this phase, pile 3. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Bye, pile 3.